Hi, I'm Alison Sheard, and I'd like to welcome you to the Arabella Golf Resort in the Western Cape. Just to tell you a little bit about the history of this course, it was first designed in 1997 by a man called Peter Makovich, who was a club professional and turned his hand to golf architecture. Today we are rated in the 5th best course in South Africa, which is quite a feat. Our course superintendent, Derek Bolton, and his team of BK Turf do an amazing job daily here to manicure the course beautifully. It is a very challenging course, and I'd like you now to come with me to the 3rd hole, which is our stroke index 1. Right, here we are at the 3rd hole, which is our most difficult golf hole. It requires a very straight, long, accurate tee shot, somewhere between the 2 bunkers up here. And if you drag the shot slightly, you're going to find the water on the left. The fairway does slope that way ever so slightly as well, so somewhere down the middle is obviously the key. Your second shot here requires, again, a very accurate second shot. The prevailing wind is usually right to left, so it's pushing the ball towards the pond and the water on the left. The green is rather large, undulating, and also sloping from right to left, bringing the ball towards the water as well. So it really does require a very accurate shot here. For some of the better players, they could perhaps draw the ball in here or even fade the ball into the center of the green. The pin placement is obviously always can be very tricky here. If it's anywhere left of center, it does require even a more accurate shot here. So good luck. And here we are on the 8th hole at Arabella, and quite a tricky hole, but it's a very beautiful hole this, and quite daunting when the wind is blowing. It's a par 5, and your drive requires a good long straight drive down here. Anything to the right could be out of bounds and in the swimming pool area. Down the left can be out of bounds if you pull it too far to the left. Your second, you require a good straight long second, a position play as the bunkers and the water on the left and the right come in quite narrow into that a gap there where you need to really position your second shot. Your third shot requires also accuracy depending on the pin placement on this rather large green, which is undulating as well. So watch the wind on this hole. Aim for the wind, allow the wind to react the ball slightly, and you'll enjoy the hole. It's very beautiful. Right, here we are on the 16th, and it's a challenging little hole. It doesn't really require busting a driver here, but really a thinking hole. Perhaps take your driving iron or 3-iron or 4-iron and just lay your tee shot somewhere between the 2 bunkers that you can see there. And then you only will have, say, a 7-iron or 8-iron into the green, depending on the wind factor here. When the wind blows off the lagoon, obviously it would be a longer shot into the green. There is a lovely bunker running all the way down the right-hand side, right up to as far as the green, and then another big bunker on the left-hand side of the green. The green is rather large, undulating, and very testing. What you don't see from the tee box here is a little bit of a dip before the green, so your depth perception for your second shot is obviously a little tricky. So yardage is required here. Right, here we are on the 17th, a wonderful par 3 and a tough one. The hole itself, from the back tee, we have two tee options here. There's one quite low lying that you play your ball up towards the green, and then we have one on the left-hand side, which is an elevator tee also, and playing across a lot of the across the bush. The prevailing wind here normally comes from the right, off the lagoon, and pushes the ball to the left. There's a high bank on the left-hand side where I'm standing, and the locals usually hit the ball up the left side, left edge of the green, bounce it off the bank and roll it back onto the green. The good player would perhaps fire the ball straight at the flag and hope for the best. There's a large bunker running up the right-hand side, guarding the lagoon side, and a large bunker both front left and back left of this green. But a nice long narrow green here.